Hello and welcome to Turtle Power Pod. My name is Basem.
My name is Cranny.
And today we are watching Season 4, Episode 11.
Menace Maestro, please. What?
Why? What is this title?
Menace Maestro, please.
Menace, Maestro, please.
My prediction is Dennis the Menace changes his first name to Maestro and refuses to be addressed in traditional Western naming schemes.
You know, good for him.
And then he will be asked something politely.
Oh, all right. Well, that's nice.
Menace Maestro, please move along.
See, okay, I am hoping it's a typo on the files that we got.
We haven't actually watched the episode
yeah,
yet.
not yet.
Yeah, so we have no idea.
We don't know what the title card actually says. Hopefully it says something different. My prediction, Krang finds a way to control a bomb using a musical instrument.
My God.
The writers wonder how they got away with writing 2 musical episodes in a row.
Ugh. Basem and Cranny wonder how they got away with it.
They can't just keep getting away with it.
You can't keep getting away with it! You can't keep getting away with it!
Hey,
yes.
Did you know that church apparently practices voodoo magic?
Really?
Yeah, he's been making me fucking sick.
I was wondering why you sound super fucking stuffy.
I sound super stuffy.
I thought you were just doing a cute voice at first.
I wish. I really wish. No, this is my normal. I think church looked up some sort of ancient voodoo magic. He used it to cast some sort of, I don't know, spell.
I mean, he could just be rubbing his dander all up in your nose and eyes and face.
Is that part of the ritual?
I mean, it's possible.
It makes, I believe it.
I would too.
What should I do?
You should.
Do you know what he
You should kill that cat. I'm going to tell you the same advice I give you every time.
I need to break the curse, though.
If you kill the cat, you kill the source of the curse. The curse is lifted.
Are you sure?
That's all magic. Yes, 100%.
Well,
100%
I heard about
kill the cat.
What about that one magic where it's like they have to tell you the secret. Otherwise, you remain cursed forever.
What's secret? What do you mean? Give me an example.
So, like, there's a secret to removing the curse.
Yeah, well, the secret is...
Church is the only one that knows it. And if I kill him, then he dies with the secret, and now I'll be stuffed up forever.
Well, okay, no. There's 2 ways to end a curse, okay? Either... Bless you, I think.
Excuse, as a cough. Excuse me.
Either, or
yes.
either.
Either or.
You find the counter spell or the magic phrase, or you make them say their name backwards or whatever, or you destroy the dark being causing the curse. The reason that typically doesn't happen is because usually the creatures that put the curse on are immortal or invulnerable in some way. But your cat is just a cat. So it's very easy to just take a butter knife and just right through the chest cavity, just kill it.
Yeah, he's not even looking up when you talk about that. I think he just let me do it.
He probably would, and then the curse would be lifted and there's no negative repercussions.
Well, just to be safe, I'm going to try a bunch of counter curses, and then I'll kill him as a last resort.
You know,
just in case he is the secret one. I'm getting
sick of this country and its counter curse culture.
Well, I know Cranston backwards is not snark.
Then why are you so snarky?
That's not how. That's not how you pronounce it backwards. It's just how you would say it if you wrote it backwards.
Oh, I see. So don't say your name backwards, I guess.
I just did.
No, that's not how you would actually say it.
Not snark neppets.
You did it.
I'm cured.
No,
behold my true voice.
You need to have Church say his own name backwards. But I don't even think that's this. I mean, even that, is just more difficult. Just kill it.
Well, I think his Ode backwards is and he makes that sound a lot when he throws up.
Oh,
when
that's
I have
fair.
to fucking clean it up. It's
Well,
the worst.
Well, next time he throws up, you should be happy because the curse will be lifted.
At least he has the common courtesy to shit and piss in a box, so when I have to clean it, it's at least contained.
For the most part.
But that's like the best it gets. It's like the fact that his shit is contained, so I clean it up in the same place, is the only thing that's consistent.
Yeah. At least, I mean, dogs have the decency of going outside.
You go outside. I'm not going to go outside. Everyone knows this.
Yeah, look, every time you do, you come back in with a fucking cold.
Right. I'm a fragile egg.
You're made of glass.
I'm a Fabergé egg.
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's see if the turtles crack like a Fabergé egg in this
Before
week's
we
episode.
do.
Oh, yeah, if we do, yeah.
Before we do, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so we'll be back.
This was such a pleasure to watch.
Was it?
I thought so.
Okay, first off, thank God the episode title was not what we thought it was.
Yes.
Oh my
But it was another
God.
musical episode.
It was part 2.
I had no idea.
No clue.
I
In
thought
fact, I
you
haven't-
set me up, man.
No. I have a note about it too after, but in a little bit. But my first note is thank God. so the title of the episode is Menace Maestro, please. So Menace Maestro, comma, please. I don't know how our file name got the way it got, but I'm glad it's wrong.
Yeah.
It's a minor saving grace.
I forgot to even look.
Yeah. Come on, man.
Well, the comma was there. I just
That's
didn't look to see its exact trajectory.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of trajectory, did you notice how low the plane was flying at the intro scene?
I did. And then it was overshadowed by that large bird.
The giant pigeon flying way too close?
Yes.
Yeah, it was weird. I just thought it was something that you'd notice. So I wrote it down.
Yeah.
What's your notes, buddy?
Well, I noticed. Have you noticed that the inside of the Turtles van is always larger inside than it is outside?
It's a TARDIS with wheels.
It's stupid.
They fit like 7 people comfortably walking around. Yeah.
But it showed the interior, and they were like 2 giant bench seats, and their legs were basically like not even really hanging off of it, so they look like toddlers in a big boy chair.
Yeah. That's exactly right. I don't know who decided the proportions on this thing. But
Yeah.
it's not correct.
But then even at the end, there's like that scene where like they all pile out of the turtle van. They come out like a clown car.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like 6 of them
Yeah.
together.
It's ridiculous.
Just walking out.
And then like you picture the scenes that they've had previously where like Donnie's on the computer and everyone's like spread out like it's an entire room.
Yeah, they're just hanging out in their giant ass van. And then
Raph is like playing basketball in the corner.
yeah, they got a hockey court,
Bowling.
just 2 bowling lanes.
Let's go play. Let's go to the golf course.
The driving range.
That's right. Yeah. Oh, you made a joke.
Yeah, I did it.
Was it
It
intentional?
was totally on purpose.
I bet it was.
Cranston,
Yes.
even when they're in a TV, they can't get away from April O'Neil on the news.
No.
Because, god damn it, that is so obnoxious, isn't it? April O'Neil, they have a TV in it, in the van, which is great if you're anyone, really. But, I mean, it's pretty cool. But it's just used to see the news.
used to see the news.
And so April O'Neil. Oh, we got to do a breakdown. Shit.
Breakdown.
So the Turtles, they're in the van by themselves when April O'Neil pops up on the shelf. She's on a TV on the window screen, and she's got some news that you need to be seeing. She's at the Floxy, the music hall, and what she says will make you, I don't know, fall.
Oh, man, I thought you had written that shit down. It was so smooth.
That was off the top of my dome, son.
We'll make you bawl because it's so sad what happened to her and Irma. You gotta know how it feels when you touch the derma.
When you touch the derma. When you get that derma up in you. So April O'Neil is reporting on the Foxy Music Hall.
Great.
Which is, I don't know, they never spell it, so I'm assuming it's Foxxy.
Why do you think there's two X's?
Floxy? I don't know. I feel like with one X it'd be like Floxy.
I don't
I have no idea. I have no idea.
Spell Foxy.
Foxy, I guess.
Okay. Now spell Floxy.
All right. Floxy. All right.
There you go.
All right.
See, you're coming around.
All right. So the Floxy Music Hall is a pillar of the community. It's been around for at least a century, and
probably two.
Probably 2 centuries, and
that was 2 centuries ago.
So it's probably 4 centuries. So
at least that's it.
So 400 million years ago, the Floxy Music Hall was erected, and basically it's just a famous. It's like a national land site for them. It's a historic land site. So it's getting torn down to be rebuilt, as a discotheque or something.
Yeah, I didn't pick up on that.
Well, it doesn't matter. We never see that.
And everyone was pretty stupid too. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, a lot of stupid
literally, they look like dumb, like Brooklyn. Yeah. Big Brooklyn exaggerated.
Yeah.
Hey yo,
giant beefy meatheads.
Like if
with
you took
shirts.
Steven Seagal,
and
then you also took
Steven Seagal's father.
Steven Seagal Sr.
Yes. Mr. Seagal.
What's am I trying to think of?
Schwarzenegger's
good. Who's the... Hey, yo!
Stallone?
Adrian. Yeah, thank you. Sylvester Stallone.
Sylvester the Cat Stallone.
Yes.
That's
it. Just take those two faces and kind of stretch them out. Stretch them out, but then inflate them.
If you listen,
that's what these construction dudes look like.
If you take Steven Seagal's face and you stretch it over the bone structure of Sylvester Stallone, that's what these people look like.
It's weird. Like their cheekbones don't even they're not even
their
perpendicular.
Cheekbones are behind their ears. They're so big.
And they're crooked.
Yes. And that chin, my God. Anyway, back in Dimension X, Krang has he's made this energy accumulator, which everyone thinks looks like a vacuum. I didn't think so, but I don't know.
I also did not think so.
What's that?
I also did not think so.
Yeah. But anyways, that's what he's dealing with this week. And what it does is it absorbs energy beams and becomes a battery. Basically, it's a big battery.
Big old battery.
And they need to find a power source to fuel it. So, lo and behold, down in the music hall,
just so happens,
they have a funny organ there that when Howie from the last episode plays it just
musical
right.
Man.
Yep.
Irma's boyfriend.
Wannabe Irma's boyfriend, yes.
I think they're boyfriend girlfriend.
I don't know if he knows that.
Oh, do you think he friend zoned her?
I don't think that he realizes
that he friend zoned her.
Well, I don't think he realizes that she's in love with him.
Yeah. So she friends. Well, that's how friend zones are. Everyone gets friend zoned. Usually, you friend zone yourself. Usually.
Oh, but I'm saying I don't even think he's interested.
Yeah, but Irma hasn't been like, "Hey, I'm interested in you. This flirty thing I do. This is me. Do you want to go out or something?"
Yeah, I don't think I've ever been friend zoned.
Like if you're just right, yeah.
But that's
I think
I just don't have friends.
I've never had more than one person to share a zone with.
Yeah. I am zoneless.
I'm zoneless.
Anyway, so
we can move on from there. Yeah, I had some points I was going to make, but
so the organ shoots blue laser beams out of the top, and causes a ruckus.
They're very sick laser beams too. They're kind of chaotic.
Yeah, they fly around and bounce off objects and cause issues, but they stop Krang's Technodrome launch sequence, which is. He doesn't have energy for it anyway, but they were
which is
doing a
weirdly coincidental.
Oh, it's the most coincidental.
Did you?
How many galaxies apart do you need to be before it stops fucking with you? Okay, there are presumably a race of spoilers. It's an alien ship, the organ. Presumably, there's a race of these things, right? All with these ships. And why is this one fucking with Dimension X? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. It's like and why is it that they played the one machine that can interrupt the fucking energy vacuum?
2 episodes in a row.
2 episodes in a row. At the exact same time they switch on the energy vacuum.
Ugh.
That's the one that weirds me out. It's like, so there's one device in the whole universe and multiverse.
It's too coincidental.
It's extremely
it's the most. And if it was one time, it's whatever. But it's literally it's more than one thing every episode. It's not just one thing every episode. It's more than one thing every episode. It's very frustrating.
So Krang basically flips on his machine.
Yeah.
Right as Irma's musical douchebag boyfriend.
He's not a douchebag.
Okay, he's not a douchebag.
I think he's an idiot, but he's not a douchebag.
Irma's idiot boyfriend.
Thank you.
Jumps in very precociously.
So precocious.
Gets over to the organ that just came dramatically from the crown and plays the exact right chord that he doesn't know what that chord is.
Sometimes when I play, laser beams come out. Let me show you. And then he does it.
They're real dangerous.
Yeah, what a fucking idiot. So it does this weird thing where death beams fly out.
Check it out.
Yeah.
No, it's cool. They ricochet all chaotically and random because they refract off that light up there. Watch. It's impossible to know where it's going to go this time. Watch.
What?
Watch. Look directly at it.
Check it out. So fucking stupid.
And he plays that chord at the exact same time that Krang switches on his machine.
You could make him trip on a chord and land on the machine or something. But he purposefully goes over and activates it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so they know, Krang and the Shredder now know that there's a device, and so they see the orchard. I keep wanting to say orchard or orchid. It's an organ. Yeah,
it's a pipe organ.
It's not a giant plant or a tiny flower. It is an organ.
Organ. Piano with tubes.
And anyway,
do you play the tube piano?
I have not. I've played an electronic organ. My parents have one. They had one when I was little.
I heard you play your tube piano every night.
Not every night.
Just most nights.
Every other night.
Yeah, but don't you define a night by half an hour?
Well, I define nights, in minutes, yeah. So every 30 minutes is another night.
So you jerk
Technically,
off once an hour.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put it
Ish.
in that, if you want to put it in those weird terminologies.
Every 30 minutes.
But here's the thing: every hour is, I consider, 14 minutes.
It's very confusing.
It is. So basically, every 28 minutes is every other night. So every 28 minutes.
Are those regular 28 minutes, or is this one of your fantasy minutes again?
Don't be weird, of course. Which doesn't answer your question, I know, but
I don't want to be weird, though. So I'm going to let it lie.
thank you. Hold on, I gotta go right back. It's tomorrow night.
Gross.
So, what happens? Oh, we forgot to mention that there's a famous Phantom of the Floxy that causes mischief or some shit. No one really knows what the Phantom actually does.
The Phantom of the Opera is there
Floxy.
inside myself.
Yeah. So, we should mention also Eric. There's another character introduced named Eric, who is the owner of the music hall. He's an alien, but
When Eric
he
came
looks
out,
human. Yes.
Yeah. I thought he looked suspiciously like the old guy from Pet Sematary.
I don't know that guy.
He's a large man. It's the guy that played Hugh, not Hugh. I was going to say Hugh Munster.
Is it a monster?
The dad Munster.
Oh, okay.
From the Munsters. The
You think he looks like
Frankenstein
that?
guy. Well, he looks like... So the guy that played that character
Yeah.
plays an old guy that sits on the porch in Pet Sematary. And he's
Oh.
the one that, like, he's the prophet guy who, like, the camera zooms in on, and he's like, a lot of history in them hills. You don't go up to them hills.
Oh,
No.
yeah. He
We
looks
don't-
like it's the same character that he plays in South Park. That road. You don't worry about that road.
Oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, they did the parody of it.
That road. Yeah.
Yeah. That's the guy from Pet Sematary.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
we're
full
making
circle.
these connections.
One of us.
We are connecting those dots. Speaking of dots, no, this isn't a good one. There's Shredder wants to go to Earth. The big blue dot.
The
There
big
we
blue
go.
dot.
I did it. I made the segue work. So Shredder's taking the accumulator with Bebop and Rocksteady down to Earth. But he
Because
takes
that
takes
makes
the
sense.
tube with him for some reason. Or
What
he
tube?
He takes the drill module tube as if they're going
he
to drill
did?
there.
What?
I didn't understand why they would do that, but they do that.
Did they just use recycled footage of them running into
it
the
didn't
drill?
look recycled. But who fucking knows, right?
I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, after they're like, all right, we'll go, and they just run to the tube.
Run to the tube.
They just run to the tube.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
It looks like an old Scooby-Doo scene. There's a lot of, I call it ice skating in this episode. That's where they, like, run, but the distance they move doesn't match their feet.
Yes.
So it kind of looks like they're, like, moon running across the ice.
That's great. There is
Yeah.
a lot of that. The animation in this episode's a little off, but not necessarily in a bad way.
Yeah, and it's also certain scenes. Like, not all of them were like that.
Yeah.
I'm guessing it's outsourced animation.
Probably. Anyway, so Shredder needs to go find the source of the power, and so he decides to dress up as the Floxy of the The Phantom of the Floxy.
Which is amazing.
Which is amazing. Which it's very obviously him still. Right?
Yes.
It's so obvious. In the meantime, the turtles, Donatello makes a tracker to track the shape of the mask of the Phantom of the Floxy, which, lo and behold, is not Shredder. It's the actual Phantom.
Right.
Who is their friend Eric.
Yeah. That's supposed to be a big reveal.
I think it's supposed to be obvious to us. But
maybe, but it definitely was.
It definitely was obvious to us, to me anyway. But what wasn't obvious was when he started having finger laser beams,
right?
And having ghost floaty powers.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? How did I hope they explain this. Is it like, I was thinking maybe it was going to be like, oh, it's stage tricks, you know?
I know this isn't really the time to talk about notes, but this is exactly when I wrote the note. What the fuck is happening?
That's the most fitting note, though.
It's
that's
so
how
weird.
I felt.
Yeah, at this point, there's an organ that shoots lasers and nobody knows why.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
Because later they explain that some of the microchips from last episode, how he used to fix the organ. So I'm like, all right, that makes
everything
sense.
makes sense at the end.
Yeah.
Which is really weird. It makes me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, I don't know what to think about it. But what didn't make sense at the time was this dude dressed in a fucking cape and wearing a stupid mask suddenly shooting finger lasers at Shredder.
Yeah. Out of nowhere. They're like, okay, it's Eric. There is a Phantom. All right. Well, it must be a Scooby-Doo thing where Eric is just like, no, he has secret powers.
Yeah, he has superpowers. And
you're like, and it's like, why are they also introducing this super-powered B-plot?
At 16 minutes, 25 seconds in.
It's like a triple B-plot.
They reveal that 16 minutes 30 in, he changes from being Eric to being Irk. The little blue alien. Actually, I think he's more green. But
smooth blue green. I'd say aqua,
and he's wearing a purple and lavender turtleneck sweater.
Yeah, he must be a Donnie fan.
Racist.
No. I think he's trying to flatter the young boy.
He shows that he has shape-shifting powers.
He does. That needs to be our GIF, by the way.
Oh, yeah? Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
I was taking like 1 million screenshots, and I'm like, fuck it, this is our GIF.
Okay. I'll put a GIF up.
Hooray. I did that.
Oh, my gosh. And it's revealed that he crashed 100 years ago.
Yes.
Do you
4
notice,
centuries.
just at the very end, he turns into the Phantom of the Floxy again, and then he changes back to Irk again, but his hat and mask fly up off his face and disappear?
Nope.
Check it out.
When did that happen?
When he's showing off how many shapes he can do. At the very last thing, he turns back into Irk.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I did notice that.
Just a little weird thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not important. What is
important
fun is that Irk crash landed here 100 years ago, and he made the Floxy his home, and the organ is his ship.
It's weird how they introduce Eric with the organ too, because at first it's just like he's just a I just want to talk about this part real quick because I think we kind of skipped this, so I figured just put it now and then. When they first introduce him, like, okay, well, what's the music guy doing here? Why is he in this renovation? And he's like, oh, I'm fixing the organ, great. And then Eric steps out, and then Eric basically is like this large-faced imbecile with giant buck teeth. And you're like, all right, well, how is he going to help him do these weird electronic synthesizer things? Then he's like, okay, I'm off then, and then leaves. And then the next time we see him, it's when Shredder, Bebop, and Rocksteady are trying to play the organ so they can steal the energy. Eric like runs out. He's like, "Don't let him hit the organ!" Like he's suddenly super invested in it. And immediately right then there were like red flags for me. Like, what is the connection between these two?
And I thought it was weird because at the beginning he's able to turn off the organ when it's shooting laser beams, but he doesn't want to show Donatello. And I thought it was because he got like zapped by organ power and he wanted to keep it a secret.
What was the actual reason again?
The actual reason is that he's an alien.
Oh, you're right. I get what you're saying now.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about something totally different.
Is that good? Are you done talking about that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. So after it's revealed that Eric is Eric the alien, they go back to Howie's amazing loft, and Howie explains that the organ was repaired using the microchips from the control device from last episode. And Raph gives us a beautiful flashback.
Yeah.
Which is pretty great. And,
it was really great.
And then Irk shows himself to Howie. So now everyone knows who's who. Back at the ranch, which is a phrase used to mean, somewhere else entirely, but not actually at a ranch. Back at the Floxy Music Hall, that would be the ranch in this case. Bebop and Rocksteady capture April and Irma, and Shredder has them tie them up and dangle them over, 5 feet above the ground. It's not really that threatening.
You could even like make that quieter and like put that as the backtracking to you explaining them like perilously being hung.
Oh shit!
Oh sure.
That's a great idea.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the constructive feedback.
They go back to the music hall, and Shredder is playing the organ, but he can't figure out what chord to play to make it shoot blue laser beams. And then Irk and Howie transform into Bebop and Rocksteady using Irk's magical powers, and for no reason, and walk 10 feet around them.
I like the parentheses for no reason.
Yeah. And
just so everyone's clear,
yeah,
no need to include it.
It was completely unnecessary. And they poke around the organ and mess with some of the microchips in it, and basically drain the Technodrome, reverse the flow of energy, and drain the Technodrome of all its power. So Shredder gives up. Bebop and Rocksteady and Shredder run through a portal, and the organ, the ship, Irk gets in and flies off into space, which is weird because the organ pipes are not like the jet part.
What do you mean?
Like there's blue laser beams coming out of them, right?
Yeah.
So when it came out that it was a ship, I figured that was like the back, and that's where that was like propulsion.
Oh, yeah.
But it's
I get
not.
what you're saying.
It's just going up, but it also shoots laser beams for no reason. So is that
you don't know
weapons?
it could shoot laser beams for reasons that you can't comprehend.
Yeah, but it also is clearly being propulsed underneath by a random rocket-looking thing. Howie tries to make one more song, I think, and Raphael says a joke, and then end of the episode.
Do we want to talk about the fight a little bit?
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah. Let's see. You'll have to help me out here.
Which fight?
The very end. I didn't feel like we covered the fight enough with the turtles running in. Alien uses mind powers to lower them.
Yeah, well,
and the turtles cut the rope.
When the turtles entered, they couldn't really do anything because they were scared of Bebop and Rocksteady dropping April and Irma.
Yeah, April and Irma were basically being held by Bebop and Rocksteady. So if they dropped them, they'd get splattered.
Well, would they?
No.
They were 7 feet off the ground.
They may have broken some bones, and it would have been very uncomfortable.
My ankle is sprained.
Could be broke. You don't have to fall. You know how many people get fucked up and paralyzed from falling off roofs? And I don't mean like high up second-story roofs, like single-story roofs. It does not take much to fuck you up.
I understand, but they're not like falling backwards onto their neck. They would fall straight down.
That's true. Onto their feet.
Like, it's not that bad.
They would probably like hit the ground and it would like hurt real bad in their joints, and they'd fall over and that would hurt.
Yeah, they'd scrape their hands catching themselves.
You make a good point. Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, you're right. It's a lot different.
I mean,
carry on.
Maybe Irma would be more hurt because
she's so frail.
shorter.
And she's wearing sandals.
Well, yeah, but April's feet would hit first. And so she would kind of
And April's
fall
wearing those
backwards.
giant foot boots.
Yeah, but those are adventure boots.
Yeah, but those adventure boots are going to slam down
Yeah.
on Irma's open-toed toes.
Anyway, what's your first note, buddy?
First of all,
Yes.
Krang.
Yes.
I need to know. I feel like this whole energy drainer sponge thing, this is a repeat. What are you doing, buddy? We've done this. We've drained the sun. We've drained the center of the earth.
Uh-huh.
We've done lava.
We've done so many things that you've tried to drain.
You've tried to drain a lot.
A lot of things.
And here, you know what, Krang? I don't mind you trying that again, because you know what? You can do it a little bit better. But you know what? A step forward is not. A step forward is not going back to Earth to find that energy source. You're in a whole nother dimension, my friend. You
free
have
reign, mofo.
Free reign. You just put it right at a rock person. Just they'll shrivel up into a prune person.
Yeah, drain an army of rock people.
Just drain an army of rock people. They're not a good enough army to get your fucking Technodrome out of the sky.
But they're enough to rule Dimension X.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. We talk about this a million times, and we talk about it almost every episode. His plan is shit, and he should feel like shit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the long and short of it.
Yeah. But at least, like...
I couldn't imagine worse plans some of these times, man.
Normally, they're exhaustingly different, though.
Oh, yeah, like over the top, like, why are you doing it this much? Yeah.
Right.
Why are you making it so complicated?
Right, now he's repeating.
Yeah, it's...
But he's not even repeating in a different way.
Yeah. Okay,
he's repeating in a worse way.
I'm just going to turn on this vacuum and hope something shows up that I can use. Oh,
yeah,
look at that. It's the
I
Earth.
don't know. I don't know.
It's real obnoxious.
Real obnoxious.
But let's talk about my first note.
Okay.
My first note. They are they're trying to figure out what's going on with the music hall, and
they got him by the music balls.
Well, they're just entering, and Irma enters with Howie, and I write down, "Fuck."
Yeah. Mine says, "Another one?"
I know.
I don't know if it's upset or happy.
My prediction was right.
Yeah. Mine might have been right. How could they get away
with a two-parter with Howie?
It's pretty cool.
And he immediately tries a rap, I guess.
Yes.
I'm going to put all the songs in like I did last time.
Hooray!
But the first one he plays on the organ is probably the best one. That's saying something.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Howie, be careful. You know what might happen.
What could be worse than having to hear him play?
Having to hear him sing.
It shakes the ceiling and it rattles your bones. It makes a sound and a row of your holes. Hit the right key and you'll think it's a dream. Here it comes, baby, it's a big beam.
Excellent. How'd you pull that off, dude? I don't know. And that's part of the problem.
Right before that, we get a cowabunga.
Cowabunga! Check out that righteous pipe organ, dude.
That's it. Nothing special about it.
Mind your cowa beeswax. More like it.
Yeah. After that, while Howie is playing his song, which I have titled Big Blue Beam, because he sings about big blue beams. So he knows.
He's into big blue beams, all right?
He knows. And he plays it. So the big blue beams fire out. Such bad choices.
Basem.
What?
If I was to tell you that a man, like you and I were hanging out, and I look over and I see someone, I look back at you and I get your attention and you're like, what's up? And I'm like, that guy's into big blue beams. What sort of preference sexually do you think he would have?
I think he'd be
like zip-tied dicks?
No.
Yeah, it turns into a big blue beam.
Oh, does it?
It could. If you get it too tight.
Are you into BBWs? Well, I'm into BBBs.
Big blue beams.
Oh, man.
What happened? Do me a favor right now and go to Pornhub and type in big blue beams.
My God. All right. I'm doing it. Just because I happen to be a computer. If this ruins our Skype. Bye. Come on, incognito mode. Don't fail me now. Oh.
I will tell everyone.
Okay, so I'm just gonna read some of the hot ones. Like these are the popular ones right now. Okay.
Is anything actually called big blue beams?
No. Oh, okay. Okay. I was just gonna read the normal ones.
No. I'm not interested in the normal ones.
Big blue beams. What the fuck? Big blue beam. No. Okay, here's the most relevant video result. Super heroine Star Trek girl gets her clothes beamed off.
What? Super heroine Star Trek. So, one of the main female characters from Star Trek gets her clothes removed from a transporter beam?
I guess. Oh, I hovered over it because so the thumbnail is her in a bra, and I'm like, okay, but I hover over it and she's wearing a full like red dress thing.
Yeah,
so it gets
clickbait at its finest.
Here's another one: casting couch. Ex-gymnast wants to balance on big beams.
Ooh, what kind of beams do you think she's going to be balancing on?
I'm pretty sure that means penis, so I guess you're right about that part.
I'm not necessarily right. I'm just posing questions.
I mean, I think you're closer to right.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, nothing about big blue beams.
Jet fuel can't melt.
Can't it?
Big blue ones?
Definitely not.
Definitely not the blue ones.
Jet fuel can't melt big blue beams. We know this.
.com.
.net.
.skynet.
.con.
Cont.
Con as in conspiracy.
CONT.
As in continuation?
Yeah,
Anyway.
but just the first part.
So, after they stop the organ from shooting laser beams everywhere, Krang
All the
realizes,
history in that organ. Yup.
You wouldn't want to play that organ.
Don't bury anything dead in that organ. Why is it going to come back to life or
Thanks for
something?
the advice? What a weird
It'll absolutely
piece of
come back to life.
What I was gonna say is that it interrupts the test launch that Krang was doing, and so when they find out it's the turtles, Shredder goes,
What? The turtles? They're always in my way.
and then Krang says,
Yes, sure, you know.
Ha-ha!
"It's a fourth wall break." Womp,
Yeah.
womp, 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 womp.
He also says, oh, you're talking about the line where he goes, would you prefer a silly cartoon show?
I'll do it. At the rate you're going, you'll tune in some silly cartoon show.
No, this is after that. I thought that was on the cusp of being
Yeah.
a fourth wall break, but it wasn't direct enough. But this one definitely was.
But I like the first one now because it enhances the fourth wall break.
I thought it was too separate. They were like too far apart. I thought it detracted from when they just went all out and did a fourth wall break. Because like they pussyfooted around.
Yeah, they teased it, and then in what they're doing in your mind is they're telling your mind that it's not going to happen and to be disappointed because it's going to happen right now.
Right now.
And now you're so happy that it happened and excited. The fourth wall's even better.
But that doesn't make the first one a fourth wall.
No. I'm not saying that it would.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying that it's I like it.
Oh,
'Cause
I
at
like
first
it too.
Yeah, it was like a nod to a fourth wall break.
Yes.
So I was happy for a nod.
Absolutely.
I'll take a nod.
I'll take a nod, but then it was like
then
boom,
the nod turned into like a gesture,
a full hand motion.
a full hand gesture.
A little how do you do?
What's your favorite hand gesture?
Probably the handshake.
Handshake.
Yeah.
Mine's probably the rusty trombone.
That's not a hand gesture.
Well, it's half hands.
It's half hands. It's precisely 50% hands.
Should we put that make that our merch? Like a rim job is half hands.
A rim job is not half hands. What are you talking about?
Well, if you're gonna do the reach around,
A rim job plus
no.
a hand
I
job is
said
a
rusty trombone.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but that's not it. Oh man, for some reason in my mind they like merge together into one.
No, that's the point.
They're two separate.
They're two separate. I mean, if
But
I was already
one
into
involves one.
If I was already into getting a rim job, then I wouldn't. I'd just upgrade to a rusty trombone, right?
Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
It'd be stupid.
It'd be stupid not to.
It's more gay to not make it a rusty trombone.
Well, you could get a rusty trombone from a female.
Yeah, but I mean, some guys are like, oh no, she put a pinky in my bum. I'm not into that gay stuff.
Boo.
So
Every
it's like-
man should have a pinky in their bum when they're getting a blowjob.
And every
And-
man that eventually gets a rim job
Yes.
should have the kind woman
Yes.
reach around.
And jerk him up. Why not?
There's no reason not to,
It's
unless
not
she
like-
has some sort of like wrist pain. Maybe she's got carpal tunnel.
Yeah, and then poor thing,
Yeah,
But I mean, like, it doesn't work the other way around. You can't like get a hand job and have to have, your asshole.
what's
right?
the other way around? Is that when like
No, you're getting a hand job,
hang
and
on.
then like
is that
you-
when a girl's giving you a hand job and then you reach around with your mouth and give and lick your own?
No,
anus?
I mean like the other one does not beget that. One begets the other, but not the other way around.
Yes, that's correct.
Is what I'm saying.
It's correct. I agreed. I'm glad you said it. It clarified.
I try and be clear,
Like butter.
like translucent butter, not margarine. Margarine is for dicks. What's my
Is that what you use?
what?
Margarine is for dicks. Is that what you use?
No, for my dick, no. I use butter for that too.
You're a butter man. All right.
Yeah.
She lied and said they were in the fridge. I can't find them, but I'm around.
Thanks. I think you've
These
sang that
fucking
song.
pancakes are way too dry. I can't find the bottom around.
Oh, thank you for making this musical episode more musical.
You're welcome.
What's that jingle?
You're well.
From
I don't know.
or something. I don't know.
I know it from the references. I don't know it from the source.
You got to get to the source.
It's a lot like Planet of the Apes. You know the end when he sees the Statue of Liberty. He's like, "Damn you! It was Earth the whole time. You blew it up.
Yes.
Damn you!
Yes.
Damn you to hell." I knew about the parodies long before I saw the show or the movie. So when I saw the movie, like
you
there
saw
wasn't
it coming. First off,
right, yeah, it wasn't interesting because it wasn't a reveal.
yeah, it wasn't a twist like the people who saw it first. But that's why it gets parodied. It's not for you, which is stupid, but it's not for you.
Oh, I know it's not for me. I'm not upset with the people that parodied it.
Paradise.
It's just funny how it works out that way.
Turned into a thing. Yeah. Speaking of parody, the Howie character has to explain what the Phantom of the Floxy is, so he does a little song.
Yep.
Putting it in.
He's the Phantom of the Floxy, 'cause he's got a lot of moxie. Now he spends his days just hanging round, lurking in the theater where he used to be a-working. Ready with epoxy if he has to fix the Floxy. He's the Phantom of the Floxy. That's him.
The Phantom. That irritating little weasel really would make a song out of anything.
It wasn't great.
No.
After Shredder, or after someone, I forget what happens, but basically lasers fuck up the place, right?
Yeah.
And the guys, like the construction guys, come in there and they're like, dude, you've made a mess. Howie, you're fired. And I'm like, who the fuck are you that you can fire someone? He doesn't work for you. He's fixing the organ.
You and that nerd pal of yours are responsible for all that mess in there.
No, Al. It was the Phantom.
It was that organ, and you're the one's been tinkering with it. You're fired, both of you.
I was under the impression that he was a contractor.
Who was?
The construction guy.
Yeah.
And
the contractor doesn't hire an organ repairman.
If that's part of his contract, he would have to.
Bullshit. No way. No way.
I'm not saying that it's probable. I'm just saying that it's possible.
I mean, I guess it could be possible, but
There
I
you go.
am not submitting to that notion at all.
So what you're submitting to is that some guy off the street went, "You're fired," and then he was so upset about it. He's like, "You're right, I am."
Yeah. You just let that guy tell him what to do. What a piece of shit.
Well, what do you do if you get fired from your boss?
You don't get fired from your boss. A dude who's there for construction says you're fired, and you say, "Fuck you, dude. I don't work for you. This wasn't us, you son of a bitch. Go do your job. I'll deal with the alien organ. You deal with the construction. How about that? How about you stay in your lane, you piece of shit?"
You've got a good point.
Right?
Yeah. Like someone that like owns a museum is like, or like owns the historic is like, "Hey, you're really into music and I trust you to take care of this really expensive, unique piece of machinery."
Yeah.
And then this other guy's like, "Duh, I'll put the wood up the cheapest."
Yeah.
And then they're
What
like,
do you have
"You're
to do
hired."
with it? Yeah, exactly. Doesn't have to do shit with the organ.
Yeah.
You don't tell Howie what to do. That's
Well, he
Irma's
does,
wannabe.
but he shouldn't.
Yeah, well, he does, but he shouldn't. Yeah, exactly.
Clearly, he does.
Previously, he's like, "Are you doing demolition without a union card or something like that?" And I'm like, "I get that. Like, that's his realm. I understand that.
Right.
But like, you didn't hire him."
Did you notice that the energy vacuum looks like a face going, "Oh!"
Yeah, and it's like constantly surprised.
Oh!
I wasn't getting screenshots. I hope you got screenshots.
I got screenshots.
Oh, I know you do, boo.
And I also wrote a note that says, "Oh!"
There's also a part where Michelangelo talks from Donatello, and then Donatello talks from like Leo, very briefly.
I'm really glad you caught that.
I am too. And then I have a note that says "laser finger?" ? But we've already talked about that.
We got to cover that.
Oh my god! What a weird fucking twist. Whose idea was this? You think? Whose idea was it? Like, well, he's got to be on par with Shredder. How does he fight Shredder? That was my other thing. First, I was like, how the fuck is he going toe to toe with Shredder? Like, that's stupid. He's the Phantom of the Floxy. What he does mischief at best, you know.
Right.
And then Laserfinger, and I was like, all right, what? They got to explain something.
Yeah.
Is it a cop out or is it genius? I can't tell.
I think it's genius. I want it to be.
I know. I want it to be too. But I'm not sure. I'm honestly not sure.
One of my flaw questions from earlier.
Flaw?
Excuse me. So, it seems like Krang, kind of right before he makes that silly cartoon show line, they're kind of flipping through channels of what Krang and Shredder can see through their TV.
Are they?
Yeah, so they're like looking around, they're like monitoring, and they're just like clicking. It's like they're clicking through channels.
Okay.
In fact, I'm gonna wait.
Well, they're doing a launch test thing.
So after
There's a signal from Earth causing a disruption. I'll be able to track it. And then Krang's like, no, I can track it. You're slow as shit today. It goes right to the organ, then it shows the theater, then back to the organ.
Oh, okay. I misinterpreted that, I guess. I thought they were like clicking through a bunch of shit and then just happened upon the organ.
Oh.
And then I'm just like, well, that's fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Like the one thing in the universe that they don't even know where it is, and it just like, I found it.
Yeah, they said they were tracking it.
That makes more sense. All right. I really like the line that Raph does, where you'll have to help me out with this. He says, right, like us. He looks right at the camera. It's not, I didn't count it as a fourth wall break, but it was a really, I remember it being fucking funny.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
We better adjust that mirrored ball so it deflects those rays upward through that hole and out into space.
Gnarly notion, dude. That way they won't harm innocent bystanders.
Right, like us.
I love that line.
That's a good line.
Yeah. It was like classic Raph. I actually cracked up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah. I really liked it.
Yeah, because it was just after they had to dodge lasers like entrapment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about another fourth wall break.
Yeah.
Back at the loft, when Howie's explaining the plot, and Raphael says, how about a flashback?
Oh, I've got some notes quite a ways before that.
Oh, okay. Do your thing.
Actually, let's talk about that now. Yeah.
How about a flashback?
Where'd you get those microchips, Howie?
Well, it's a long story, but here's a short flashback.
So good. He looks right at us when he says it.
Oh, yeah.
It's,
and he,
it's like the
points at
best
us.
fourth wall ever.
Yeah. It's definitely the most obvious. But,
I love
mean,
it.
Not only that, but it references the show itself, which is crazy.
It's on a lot of levels. It references the show. You know, they say flashback, so it's referencing that
that
they're
they could do
familiar
that.
with like show business.
Yeah, show business. Yeah,
Business. Show business.
yes, it does. But what did you think about it?
I thought it was great.
Was it necessary to do a flashback? Okay. You thought it was great because you love flashback, or you love fourth
I thought it was great because they referenced it as a flashback, and I was so excited I wasn't watching the flashback. So to answer your
We saw
question,
it 2 weeks ago.
yes.
Great. What? What? But I don't think it's necessary to have a flashback.
No.
I mean, it's syndicated, so maybe.
I mean, yeah, if it was from a week before.
But
It's a
then
weird place to have a flashback.
Definitely a weird place.
Yeah, the
Why didn't
episode
they
probably
have
would have
it-
been better
Why
without
didn't
it.
they have it like in the middle after introducing him and he played a song and been like, "Oh yeah, Howie from from that other time," and then do a flashback.
Right, or not do a flashback and just sum it up with that. Howie from that thing.
Yeah.
La 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 la.
I think it was time filler because from that moment on, I think the animation went really downhill.
Yeah.
I think they maybe run out of budget.
I really, really, really enjoyed Shredder as Phantom of the Opera.
Phantom of the Floxy.
Sure.
I wish that he sang.
I know! He plays the organ at one point. It's fucking cool.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't play it well.
I think we need to make some merch that's a cross between Shredder and Phantom of the Opera.
I would love to do that.
People fucking love crossovers.
That's true. They do.
They do.
They do. I do.
We do. Everyone.
I was gonna wear. I watched Thor Ragnarok today, and I was gonna wear my my Marvel Civil War / Rock'em Sock'em Robot crossover shirt that I have. Have you seen that one?
No.
That's where Captain America is a blue robot, and Iron Man is a red robot, and they're trying to knock each other's head off.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I have seen that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna put right here. I'm gonna put the bad rhyme that Raphael tried to pull off.
I can't believe it! I work with an alien whose name is Irk.
If Shredder gets that spaceship, you'll be a big jerk.
I like that he sang.
I like that he did too. It's just
It was
funny.
really cute.
And then that's my last note until the very, very end. Unless you have other notes,
Yeah, I've got some questions.
give it to me. Is it time for Cranston's questions?
I don't know if we need to go full format with that because we might need some discussion here.
Okay.
Why? I guess we touched on it. Why would Krang, out of all the infinite fucking options of energy, pick this fucking organ back on Earth?
Because it's so powerful. It's powerful enough to fuck with their launch sequence.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, once at a random
So,
time.
yeah.
I
mean,
okay. Now let's say they're like, oh, let's track it. Oh, it's this organ. How strange! It's really powerful. The fucking energy accumulator could pick it up all the way from here. Oh wait, the turtles are there. Forget it.
Yeah. I think of it this way. It's like you and I are driving a car and the car dies. Turns out we need to jump the battery, so we pull off to the side of the road, and then
We just punch each other for 20 minutes. That's this show.
Okay, but my analogy continues.
Okay.
We take it, we hook it up to our battery, and then we take the other two ends, and instead of hooking it up to the car that's right next to us, or like the car next to that one, or like we flag down another car that pulls off
Uh-huh.
way down, we don't hook it up to that one.
And we have a
don't-
spare battery in the back.
Absolutely, we do. We can charge this car so fast. It's not. I don't even know why it's a problem. But we're not going to use that car. We're going to take the jumper cables. We're not even going to go down the road. We're going to go further than that, to the city, to another state, to another goddamn country, to another goddamn universe, another whole goddamn dimension. And then we're going to try to suck it out from one little specific fucking pipe organ.
Yeah.
It's just,
Duh.
there's nothing closer.
Oh, I know. Even in your own fucking dimension.
Your own dimension that you're supposed to be the owner of.
Throw bombs off the side of your fucking asteroid that you're stuck on until rock soldiers are like, oh shit, you guys.
Why not convert the power of the bombs?
Yeah.
Why
Why
not
not-
just detonate all the bombs?
Why not boil water and just wait?
Boil water and wait.
Yeah. I mean, you make like a steam engine. Is
Some
what I mean.
mold's gonna happen.
Like
and
a
then...
steam engine is what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Boil water. You have a lake right next to you.
I picture it's like Krang's like, Shredder, aren't you gonna add the spaghetti now?
I like to wait until later so the salt can get into the water.
It's already in the water, Shredder. Just put the spaghetti in. You've already boiled out half of the water.
I'm still working on the red sauce. I don't want to start the noodles too soon.
Well, then turn the water off.
It's already boiling. Now it's a waste.
You're wasting water by leaving it boiling, Shredder.
Krang, there's too many cooks in the kitchen. Get out.
Just let me take care of the noodles and you take care of the red sauce.
I don't want the noodles to get cold before I'm done with the
won't
sauce.
let them get cold. I'm very good with noodles.
I don't know why that's a thing that you would say. That's a weird
You just
statement.
have to always be in control.
I like to be in control in the kitchen. That's not a bad thing.
He like fucking slams the door.
Damn it, Krang. Are you crying or masturbating?
Don't judge me.
Krang, sweetheart, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset.
Go away.
Come help me with the noodles, please.
No.
Please, I need your help.
No.
I'm sorry I overreacted.
You're not sorry. You're mean.
But I am sorry. I really am.
You're mean and you're a dick and you're a dick face
I know.
and I fucking
I know.
hate
I got
you.
over. I got ahead of myself. I just, you know me. I just like to be in charge of the little things here and there.
I swear to God, if you open the door, I'm going to put both tentacles in your asshole and crawl inside and eat you up and wear you like a suit.
Can I come in?
And scene.
Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Anything else before the end? Because I wanted this fourth wall break out of my head.
There is a wonderful scene where I think we might have another GIF. I got a lot of screenshots, so we don't have to. But
Okay.
Donnie has this invention that can find the Phantom of the Opera's mask. I don't understand how it works.
Yeah. So it finds shapes, or it's his new and improved scanner device.
You'll never find him. With this, my new improved tracking module, we can find the Phantom. See, it locks onto specific shapes. It can track them anywhere.
Whoa, way cool, dude. That blip looks just like the Phantom's mask.
Well, that's the idea. And the image gets bigger the closer we get to him. That way.
It finds shapes.
It can be programmed to find shapes.
What
Yes.
if you put in like square?
It's too specific.
It's
It is
overloading.
Yeah, exactly. So he makes it look like the Phantom of the Floxy's mask, which Shredder was not even wearing. So I don't it's a stupid plan.
Yes. But there's an amazing scene that comes out of it because Mikey gets really upset that just led them to a stock room full of masks. And then he starts putting on all of these masks really indignantly.
He's like, here's your first one, and your second one, and your fourth one. Like, oh my God. That lasted way too long. It was hilarious.
Michelangelo, what are you doing?
I've got your Phantom, dude. Here's Phantom number 1. Here's number 2. And 3, 4, 5, 6.
It's more amazing. Did you happen to watch it frame by frame like I did?
No, of course not.
You should do yourself the pleasure.
Oh, I do like watching his eyeballs.
Something wonderful happens.
All right, go for it.
As soon as the mask covers his eyes,
yes,
he looks fucking gorgeous. Like Sailor Moon, fucking tuxedo mask, goddamn gorgeous.
That's true because, like, you can't see the orange bandana anymore. I did notice his eyes look different.
Yeah, and like he looks magically radiant.
Yeah, his eyes look like weirdly perfectly oval with beautiful eyelids. Yeah, I saw that absolutely.
And then like the next frame is him like super salty again.
Yeah.
And then he puts on the next mask and it's a different pose, but he's fucking gorgeous again.
Yeah. So funny.
I got every gorgeous Mikey screenshot.
Oh my God.
I might have to make a fabulous Mikey out of perler beads.
Fabulous Mikey.
You know, I was thinking about making a Bebop and Rocksteady out of perler beads.
You absolutely should.
I think it'd be super fucking cool. Good size one. Put on the wall.
Yeah, absolutely. Make it like 6 inches tall or something.
Yeah, I was thinking if people liked them, maybe I'd eventually like raffle them off or something.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Or just let people buy them.
Maybe we could add it to the pool of things that Stacy can give away during her donation podcast that she's doing in April or whatever.
Oh, yeah, I should make a perler for that. I will. That's a great idea.
Yeah, it's like a gift.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll donate it.
Cool.
Awesome.
At the very end of the episode, Howie tries to make one more song.
The turtles saved the day with a friend named Dirk from the Milky Way.
Oh, Howie, that's great.
You know, it doesn't go over very well because Raphael looks at us and says,
Hey there, Ninja Turtle.
Whoever said that rock and roll will never die never had to listen to Howie.
I know that you hated that, but I loved it.
Why?
I don't know if I can explain why.
I didn't necessarily hate it.
Oh, okay.
But why? But why are you wrong? Tell me now.
It took me back to a time that I had forgotten about. Like this episode. What?
When you had a concussion?
Yes, when I was concussed. I remember all my concussions very well.
Yes.
No, of like watching these cartoons, like I don't know, some about this episode felt very nostalgic to me.
It felt like a very classic turtle romp.
It was a classic turtle romp.
Absolutely.
I think we need. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
It was. Well, I mean, maybe we should talk about it in Pizza Power.
I was gonna say, we should immediately get into Pizza Power.
Pizza Power.
Pizza Power! With comedians, lizards, and tadpoles, it hardly enters your mind that there's something better than this. A better sweet, better carrot, maybe a seed from the parrot. Believe me when I tell you the word tornadoes don't exist. But Pizza Power, applying sauce and food delight. Pizza Power, oh, that's what makes us feel alright.
Well, first of all, I guess before we get into Pizza Power, I am having a great time, and I think this is going to be a great episode for us.
Fantastic. I think so, too.
That being said, Basem, I have to say that I don't like this episode. I love this episode.
What?
This
It's a good episode?
this is a better than good. I would
I
almost
don't know
say
how to
it's
do
it's
anything
the
with that.
it's the perfect episode.
What?
It's the perfect episode for its category.
And what category is that, Cranston?
If
Classify
I-
it for me.
If someone was to come up to me right now and say, I want to see the best classic regular episode of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I would show him this episode. I like that it has a beginning, a middle, and an end. I like that it starts off with everyone going, what the fucking fuck is going on right now? And then they actually explain what all of it is, and everything actually has a reason.
Okay.
It's got Bebop and Rocksteady. It felt like the first season again.
Yeah. Absolutely. No, I think you're right. I think it's a good episode. Cowabunga! I don't think it's the best normal episode. I don't know if this is the one that I would show everyone. But
So
it does have all the elements. It has the weird random twist of an alien weirdness. It's got the goofy side characters. It's got the little bit of action that it has. It's got
Good
the
one-liners.
jokes. It's got the jokes, yep. Not enough fighting, but I mean, that's hard to come by in some of these seasons.
Well, that's the thing, because like, if you would have asked me what the quintessential was in season 1, I probably would have shown you one with fighting. But now that I've seen so many of them, this is the new one.
Yeah.
This is like, this episode represents what I feel represents what we're doing better than any other episode can, and still enjoy watching the episode
What they're doing,
thus far.
it defines like what they're doing. Is that what you said?
What we're doing, like
what we're doing?
we are going through a time capsule here.
Yes.
And part of that is uncovering an unfortunate truth.
The past
and-
sucked.
Yeah.
The good
this
old days
show
were shit.
that we remembered being fantastic isn't.
Yes.
There are some fantastic things about it.
Yes.
And I'm kind of relearning to appreciate it for its own self again.
Yeah.
But a lot of it is unwatchable garbage.
Yes.
So,
Oh, Natalie's there.
yeah, typically the ones that are great to watch have like a gimmick to them, right? It's like, oh, well, it's fucking Casey Jones. I love Casey Jones. Like,
Yeah, of course.
I love it because of Casey Jones. That's
Not
it.
because of the
That's-
refrigerators that came to life.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Fuck that part. So if someone's like, well, show me a regular episode, but also explain to me what you mean. And then I want to show them an episode that they're going to like and also get all that point across. I feel like this is the classic episode. This one resonates with me.
You might be right. You might be right. More than last week's?
Yeah,
Or the last one?
absolutely.
All right.
Like every little detail, like even the fact that the episode we watched is a rip and it has the comma in the wrong spot. What did you do? Oh, Natalie stepped on Church's tail.
That's one step closer to breaking the curse.
Yeah, I feel weaker all of a sudden.
You're gonna feel like that. It's the deterrent. It's how she keeps you from, or how the curse keeps you from killing the cursor.
So I need to make it quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. All right. I've got this big dildo. I'm going to try that after
The big
we're
blue
done.
beam.
I've got. That should also be a
Rape it to death.
We should sell a double-ended blue dildo called Big Blue Beam.
And it's molded so that it looks like it has zip ties on the base.
Well,
Ugh.
I suppose as long as
Sounds
they
awful.
aren't going to be harmful.
No, yeah. Anyway, all right. Quintessential episode,
Love it.
but not
I'm
a Mondo
very
Fabuloso
happy.
episode.
No, that would have made it even better.
I know.
But that kind of surmises us too, because we never get what we want.
Yeah.
That's part of the experience. Part of the experience is that it's not Mondo Fabuloso.
Just having a little bit of disappointment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if an episode's bad, but at least there's a Mondo Fabuloso, we get to say, well, at least it's a Mondo Fabuloso.
Except for that.
So
one
this
where it
episode
was
has to
wasted.
stand on its own.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's get into stats.
All right, let's have those stats, Basem.
We had in this episode 3 fourth wall breaks.
3 fourth wall breaks. That's nuts.
Yeah, it is. And we also had a Cowabunga.
Cowabunga!
1 Cowabunga. That's nuts.
Yeah, it is. Which brings our stats up to
8 Mondo Fabuloso episodes. Yeah. 76 Cowabungos. 136 first world breaks.
146?
136 first world breaks.
Okay, but what is that number?
It's 136
Okay, I'm going to assume that's a
first world
4.
breaks.
Okay.
I'm going to reach across the fucking screen and strangle you.
Okay.
I'm going to throttle you until you do not move.
Great. Well, that's a lot of fourth wall breaks, buddy.
That is a lot of fourth wall breaks.
Wow.
It's a whole 104. Okay,
God damn it. Wow. Well, what an adventure we've been on today.
what a fantastic episode adventure.
Yes, I'm super happy with what we got. I'm super happy with what we saw, and I'm super happy with what we said to each other and to the world.
I especially like the stuff we didn't say because you edited it out.
Yeah, because that shit was embarrassing.
And private.
And, like, very mildly racist. Like, very edge of extremely racist.
All right, if you guys like what you see, check out the links below.
Yeah.
And by see, I mean heard.
And if you have a minute, rate us on iTunes, because we haven't gotten a review in a long time. We'd love that.
We'd love it. It helps us out. We have a Patreon. You guys are great.
Patreon.com/TurtlePowerPod.
I can't believe we still have people subscribing to us.
That's amazing.
I keep waiting to check it and to see that it's at like -50 somehow, but no, it's not. It's been great. I love you guys. Thank you so much.
It's amazing. And we have another pizza coming up soon, so that poll is going to be going up. So if you do want to vote on that pizza, make sure that you are a donor for at least $1 or more. But anything you can spare, if you can't spare it, that's fine too. You still get access to the videos.
Yeah, you're still going to see us eat the nasty shit.
And it is nasty. Last one was jelly beans and mushrooms, which is in our YouTube channel, which the link is down below.
It was wretched.
Absolutely. You haven't
All right.
spit up your food in a long time.
No, I have not.
We've gone through a lot of pizzas that were okay and that you haven't thrown up or spit up.
Oh, there's been... I don't think I spit up the vodka one, did I?
No.
I spit part of it back on the plate when I did the second potato.
But
you know, that was bonus.
Yeah, that was not like part like,
Doesn't
oh, I
count.
can't handle this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was a special beast.
Well, thank you so much for listening. My name's been Cranny. His name's been Basem. We're out. Turtle Power! Okay, Basem, I need to tell you something very private and embarrassing, but you have to promise that you edit this out.
Okay, I promise.
Okay. Because it's mildly racist.
Mildly racist?
Yeah.
All right.
Is it true that Lebanese men like yourself have very we call them micro penises? Because I have a micro penis, and I thought that would be, I guess, kind of a way that we could bond together, because I feel a lot of shame.
Well, there's no need to feel shame, buddy. Every Lebanese man is born with a micro penis, but when they hit 31 years old, it typically extends into a normal penis, and in fact, usually a little longer and hook-shaped so that it's easier to latch onto the sheep.
Like their wool?
No,